Hi gang, Rob here. It is the afternoon of 28 June 2022. Coming to you today with a video that I took at the June 2022 Bark River Grind-In. And those of you who have watched the full video from the Grind-In will recognize this footage, but I wanted to break it out into its own discrete video. What we're going to look at is my experience uh, talking with and watching work a guy named Jon Cipriani. Jon is not only a custom knife maker, but he's also an employee at Bark River. And this is kind of interesting. You know, a lot of guys seek out Mike Stewart's expertise and tutelage making knives. Jon has sort of taken it to a new level. I'm not sure I've seen anybody do this before, but Jon started making customs a few years ago. And then in his conversations trying to learn from Mike, he said, you know, what if I just move up there? I could learn a lot more if I came to work on the grinding line. So he did. So Jon's been there, I think, right about a year, if I remember correctly from our conversations. And Jon's a pretty neat guy. I share a lot of things in common with Jon, and we got to talk about those late into the evening on Saturday night. And that was a real blessing to me. I hope for Jon as well. So take a look as Jon works and we talk, and I'll try to put a link down in the description of some ways to get a hold of Jon if you desire his work. And I hope you do. So enjoy, my friends. I'll be back at the end to wrap it up. All right, we're on the grinding line with custom knife maker Jon Cipriani and Bark River Knives production grinder Jon Cipriani. So I stole this little UT Gunny off Mike's desk. It was a sample knife that was never finished. So I told Jon, let's finish this thing.
It's going to be finished now.
I asked him, let's see how thin you can get it, Jon.
Hey, we can go microscopic if you want.
Now, when you're not grinding for Bark River, what's your own brand called, Jon?
I'm the owner of Superior Adventure Gear, which is a custom knife and outdoor adventure gear company. So I make fire steels, beads, rings, but my bread and butter is custom knives.
Awesome.
I make a F7 survival knife, which is kind of like a Crusader. It's a big one-tool option. You'd be in the woods and you can depend on it for your life. But I owe a lot of that to Mike Stewart.
All right.
Getting your thin, it'll be normal thinness. But I know what you're going to do to it.
Well, what do you think I'm going to do to it?
I think you're going to sharpen it to your own thinness. I know.
I think you might be right.
I don't think you guys know I've been watching his videos for a long time, way before I even started making knives. Because I want to know how to hand sharpen the right way. Alright, we're almost there. just getting up on the plunge lines a little bit here. A little bit of a shadow there from the flat grinding.
Yep.
Should be on 120. The Canadian isn't a real thick knife, and I know you like that. If we do a 60 or even a 40, it would just burn it up too fast. It would be too aggressive.
So you started with an 80, we're moving to 120.
Yeah, and then we're going to go to 240, then we're going to go down the wheel.
All right.
We want the belt as tight as possible. We're convex grinding, which gives you a little bit of a dip, but we're going to be pressing on it, so it's still going to do that. You want the belt as tight as possible.
All right, John's moved on to the 240 belt. Got all the plunges cleaned up.
Make sure everything's straight. Because you can get everything right, and then you go look at it at another angle, and it's not right.
I know.
Oh, nice. What are you getting made?
I'm just finishing that UP gunny that was on Mike's desk.
Oh, wow, yeah. Everything's maxed up. And we're just going to get her sharpened on the wheel, satin her up, and you should be good to go out cutting stuff and skinning game. And I think this knife is a really good EDC. It's a UP gunny, I believe.
Yep.
And I use my gunny for just about everything, especially if I have an axe with it or a saw. And in the old days, people didn't carry big honking knives that are 1/4 inch thick or 300 thou thick. This would be all you need if you have an axe or a whiskey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though I still do carry thick knives in the woods and I love it.
Well, sometimes it's just fun to chop with a big old blade.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. It makes me happy. So I end up carrying around a big honking Bark River Survivor or one of my S7 Sorrel knives. I'm happy, but I'm a little weighed down.
Right. You ready to hit the wheels there, John?
Yeah, he's going to do that for you. I work on the grinding belt area and I grind the knife. I'm just learning to do the wheels here and the buffing wheel.
Right.
I used to do all my handles with sandpaper and files and this and that, so I'm learning to use the buffer and get a better finish. I can do the setting, but sharpening, Joe's going to do that. The Bark River way, the good way.
The good way.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Just a little sample of John plying his trade at the grinders at Bark River. As I mentioned in the beginning, John is a custom knife maker. Please check the description if you're interested in contacting him about making you a knife. That's all for this one. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. I'll talk to you soon.